Family, I am so excited about this year's Taste of Soul, not only because we have an amazing stage with so many wonderful artists gracing the stage and the food and the family and everybody coming together, but we have an amazing new sponsor that has joined us who's been part of our families, whether they knew it or not. We have with us this year Amazon. Yes.
Yes.
And joining us is Nancy Dalton. She is the head of community experience and customer marketing, and she's been doing some amazing work. And we're so proud that she is joining KJLH, not only with the Taste of Soul, but to share with us more about your Amazon access. You guys have been working.
Adai, it's so good. So good to have this beautiful conversation with you. To your point, we really have been working. We've been going around the country, listening and learning from communities, really trying to determine where we could amplify and, uplift the local community organizations that are already doing the great work of providing services and support to the community. And so to be a part of Taste of Soul, KJLH's family, and looking at ways that we can continue to support the needs of the community is just a dream come true. This is really a great opportunity to be involved.
Well, Nancy Dalton, you have been working so hard when the pandemic was going on and the world was turned upside down. So many people wondering where their next meal is going to come from, what's happening with the government, what is happening. You guys, you and your team were working hard to make Amazon available, your Amazon Fresh, different services available to those in the communities that are so underserved and need the most. You made it available to have the EBT cards available for Amazon through your Amazon Access. You got all kind of retail programs you're doing. For you to stop, your team to stop for a moment and to think about those that had less speaks volumes about you and your company.
Absolutely. We believe that our success and our scale brings with it broad responsibility. We have to stand shoulder to shoulder with organizations and really think about ways that we can, meet the needs of the community. And so to your point, through the pandemic, people were really struggling with food security. I would say we still have challenges with food security.
Yeah.
But one of the key areas was that the ability to use your EBT funds, your food stamp funds, was only available in brick and mortar stores. And so in the middle of the pandemic, it was really challenging to get people to the grocery stores. Many people were afraid of, going during that time, or perhaps were
Absolutely.
unable to get there through transportation challenges. And so when we were able to work with the USDA and state agencies to offer the ability to purchase your groceries online using your SNAP EBT funds, like any other payment vehicle, without a Prime membership, I really think it was a really great benefit to the community. And we saw great feedback from them as we've been, as I mentioned, listening and learning across the country to figure out, how is the benefit working? What additional things can we do to expand access and lower the cost of convenience? And so it's really been, for me, a labor of love, to be honest. And we can talk more, Adai, about why this is so personal for me. But the fact that we now have the SNAP EBT program where people can purchase their groceries online without the Prime membership available nationwide is amazing. And we also have a Prime program, which is called Prime Access.
Yes.
And that is all the benefits of Prime, but at 50% off for people who may be participating in government assistance programs. And so, this is really important to us. We want to ensure that regardless of where you live, what your situation is, that you have the ability to access these programs that really do meet your everyday essential needs.
Well, let me tell you, you guys are constantly working. You're constantly thinking of others. We were just seeing in the news today about the Amazon prescription drug delivery with the drones that's happening. You started that in Texas, somewhere up north in California, hoping to expand that next year, using these drones to drop off medication to the front door of homes that when you're a caregiver like myself, a trip to the drugstore can be overwhelming. It can take a lot of time away from the person you're caring from. You've got to find different things. This is huge for us, for everybody. And why is it so personal to you? Speak about how personal these things are. Your team really digs deep to think about others.
Yeah, for me, I grew up on very humble beginnings. We were recipients of food stamps. At that time, it wasn't an online payment method. It was the money that was colored differently that you had to bring to the store to get your food. And so along with that, even though it was vital for us, we would not have eaten without it, there was the stigma of going to the
Right.
store, using money that's different than others who are shopping, people looking at you and perhaps in some respect thinking differently about you. And so for me, it's a full circle moment to be spearheading this work that is taking some of that stigma away from the experience, giving people the
Yes.
empowerment to purchase from the comforts of their home, have things delivered to their door at a time that's convenient for them. That gives them
Yes.
time saving as well, because I no longer have to take a few buses to get to the nearest grocery store, or, have to go in and be worried about whether someone is judging me or not.
Hmm.
And so for me, I want to continue to be at the forefront of bringing programs, services, features that make it easier for people to shop on Amazon and also more affordable. And we're
Oh,
just getting started.
Nancy, that's good work. I remember those stamps coming in, excited that they were in and running with mom to
Mhm.
shop. When she got to the front of the line, I would dip to the car.
Mhm.
It was like, bye.
Oh yeah. You didn't want to go. I remember my mom would
Yeah.
ask me to go to the store and pick up some milk and some eggs, and I would
Yeah.
roll my eyes because I didn't want to have that money, right? And
Exactly.
and sometimes, I do think a lot has changed today, but at the end of the
Yeah.
day, everyone wants to know that they have what they need to support the needs of their
Right.
family. We have
Well,
so many people
Amazon
that are
is doing
going,
it.
yeah, we're trying. We're trying.
Well, we're excited that you're going to be at the Taste of Soul. Tell us what will be happening with you there. This isn't your first Taste of Soul, but your first time participating with Amazon, and a lot of folks are excited to get out there and see what you guys are doing when you're there.
I am thrilled to be a part of Taste the Soul this year. I tell you, it was something to behold. Last year was my first time coming to Taste the Soul and witnessing just the sense of community and unity that this event brings to LA. And so to be now standing alongside KJLH, Karen Slade and her team, amazing. And so we will be out in the community. We will have two different areas where we are interacting, where we will share a lot about our Amazon Hub is a centralized place where customers can explore those programs, features, and benefits that we just talked about that do expand our access, lower the cost of convenience, make it more affordable, and easier for them to access all that Amazon is here to provide. And so we'll talk to all of the community about that. We'll have some surprise and delight moments for people as they stop by the booth.
Oh.
We'll have the ability for people to actually sign up for the programs if they would like, take information with them as well as they, go forward throughout the event. But it's going to be a really good time, and we're looking forward to interacting. We're looking forward to hearing the questions that people have and really connecting them to as many of the programs that we can.
Well, everyone's excited about you being there. They'll be just south of the Coliseum. That's where their booth will be. Of course, folks have already been asking me as well, are you bringing drones? Will the drones be in the house? Will the drones?
No, there will be no drones this time.
Okay, okay, okay.
We'll
This
have to
time,
flag
this
that.
time.
We'll have to flag that for next time.
And the next time we got to talk about how we can do some kind of recycling with all the boxes that are delivered to my house every day.
I
You guys
know,
need a
right? Like,
recycling program where we can get some extra points or something for recycling. Let's talk about it, Nancy. We'll talk about it at the Taste of Soul.
well, I look forward to having a conversation with you, Adai. Like, this is so much about what we do. We listen and we learn, and that's where the products come from, right? This notion of
Absolutely.
co-creation is beautiful. So there
Yes.
might be something like that coming your way as you begin to tell me more
Yay!
about what you're thinking
I
here.
love it. I feel like we're in good hands with you and your team. Ladies and gentlemen, Nancy Dalton with Amazon. Check her out. She and her team will be at Taste of Soul Saturday. You don't want to miss it. Thank you so much for being with us, Nancy. See you at Taste of Soul.
Well, thank you so much, Adai. And if people want to learn more before they come out to Taste of Soul, just visit us at amazon.com/access. And
We
again, we
love it.
look forward to seeing you all. Thank you so much for having us.
Definitely. For Radio Free, it's 102.3 KJLH.